Today, our task is to build a digital clock, which means to display the time in hours, minutes, and seconds. This is a bit unusual in React because React is, well, not the classic place where you use timers. But we have to, so let's see how we can do it. Let's cut some pizza. JavaScript is a language. Don't be scared of JavaScript. JavaScript is very flexible. JavaScript is your friend. It's not magic. Don't be scared of JavaScript. A bit complicated. Quite a bit complicated.
Next time we'll start making it a bit prettier.
First of all, we need a state to contain the current time as a string. Well, we can contain the date, and it's a bit up to us if we prefer to create a string directly or contain the date and then pass it to a component, which seems a slightly better idea. Let's have a time component to take a date, and then we worry about how to update it. So let's create that's something I never do normally. I always prefer to create something that works before going crazy, but in this case, it kind of makes sense. So clock time, and this one takes a date and then does all the calculation, and it returns pretty much this for now. Okay, I know it doesn't seem progress, but it is progress. So date is equal to new date. Amazing. I hope it will not go crazy because this one will update every time, but it shouldn't. It should be stable. Okay, and absolutely nothing changed, which is good. Let me make slightly bigger and close this. Okay, let's start extracting time. So const hours is equal to date.get hours. And because it doesn't know the type, that's why it's not helping me. So date of type date. Now it should be nicer. Const means is equal to get minutes. Perfect. Yeah, once you type is a lot better. Const secs is equal to date go get seconds. Perfect. So return of hours, minutes, I forgot the dollar, and seconds. And now let's put dollar and dollar. And now when I refresh, it should show. Yeah, it's right. It's rendering on the server, then re-rendering on the client, and the content doesn't match because I've just put new date without an actual state. As you can see, it doesn't show that 0, so we use pad start, and we say that we want to, and we want to fill up with 0 string. Why doesn't it like it? Ah, right, to fixed to string. To string pad start 2. Okay, much better. Let me make it a bit bigger so it's clear. Style, font size for 40 pixels. Okay, because now he wants these since I put JSX. Okay, so that time works. I can make it even 100. Yeah, nice. Okay, now we need to move it. The nice thing is we just need to update this date. So const time set time is equal to use state, and we can start directly with new date. So we don't have to type because you already know that is a date. And now in here we pass the time, and everything should work if I hard refresh. And now use effect And in this case, we can just say every second, and now we discuss the difference between every second and set timeout. So if I use effect, I will use an interval that every second it just set the time with new date. And const interval ID is equal to this, and then I need a cleanup function, so I will return a function that clear interval of interval ID. To be clear, if you come to an interview and you don't clear a timer, it's a very, very bad look. You always need to clean, even if it's the only page, so you don't expect to leave the page, you want to clean up after your timer. I still get this error, which I don't think it matters much in reality, because we know why it happens. So nothing strange. If we want to avoid it, probably we should just pass nothing here and say null, and then say that this one can be of type date or null. We have to say here that if not date, we return null, otherwise we will crash when we will try to extract the time. And now if I refresh multiple times, I have no problem. I like it less because it doesn't display straight away, but maybe it is fine. And now it doesn't like it because this one aspect always dates, so we have to say here date or null. And now everything is clean. As an exercise, I think is fine. Maybe let's put font family monospace. It's a bit more tiny. And that's it. That's pretty much what you want to do. We can discuss, is it a problem to use interval? And this can be a very nice interview question. So let's discuss it in a separate video, only dedicated at the problem of interval against set timeout. See you soon. And now it's you that have to code some pizza.